Welcome back. This is the post-game show presented by the Maroon Club. Every gift matters every year, and we will also have our Coca-Cola player of the game. You're always invited to experience the Coke side of life. Here's Dan Mowdy.
Oh, Gary, sounds like a true turnaround weekend here in the Patriot League as both of the Titans go down. And Fran O'Hanlon, what happened here today against the Bison certainly has to be rewarding for any Leopards fan anywhere in the world right now.
Absolutely. I'm so proud of how they played today. Even when we got down in the second half, they stayed with it, hit some big shots. Tony obviously hit a huge shot, and everybody contributed today. I mean, it was just a team effort. We really battled them on the boards. We were dealing with some foul trouble, but to beat Bucknell, to kill them by one like we did, is certainly a credit to this team.
Let's talk a little bit about the defensive effort, especially at the post. You had to platoon some guys being without Dan Trist today. Trist, of course, one of the top shooters in the league, one of the top rebounders. You got some good function, utility out of some guys who really gave their all here today, some younger guys.
Well, we knew they had a lot of fouls to give, and they gave them. So they were all sitting beside me at the end of the game, but it was, as I said, we needed Nate to step up. We needed Ben to give us that kind of energy. And then at times, I couldn't afford Levi to get his fourth foul. So I was playing, because you get your fourth, you're almost like get your fifth, So it was just a great effort there at the end of that game.
Freeland Muster's doing a great job in replacing of Trist and Geese as well. Talk just for a second about your team captain, who's our player of the game yet again, Tony Johnson. He does it all for you.
He really does, defensively, offensively. I kept wanting to give him a little bit of a rest because I know how hard he's working. But at the end of the day, I couldn't afford to. You need him on the court because he does it both ends of the court, and when he has the ball, it calms us down. We know that good things have a chance to happen.
Could you have asked for anything better, Tony, bringing the ball up court to score the game-winning field goal?
The only thing that could have been worse is, and this is decisions that you make, like I decided I'm not going to call a timeout. And if I called a timeout and we didn't score, they'd say, why just call that timeout there, Coach? But we chose not to. I'd probably mess it up anyhow,
I doubt that very much. Fran O'Hanlon, congratulations and good luck on the road Wednesday against Holy Cross.
Thanks, Dan.
A great win here today. Let's talk to our Coca-Cola player of the game for the second game in a row, Tony Johnson. Tell us, why don't you do the play-by-play here for that final shot of Lafayette in this contest?
I mean, started on defense. We were switching everything down there. Didn't allow them to have any good looks down there. Joey ended up getting the rebound, kicked it out to me, and I knew I looked up at the clock. There's only about 10 seconds or so I just tried to drive it as hard as I could. Coach had a lot of confidence in me, told me to take it down there and just try to score, and luckily he was able to go in the basket.
You and Joey Tazinski, what a tandem in the backcourt. Your pass to Joey was the penultimate deuce, or I should say three-pointer from Joey. That cross-court bounce pass was amazing, and it seemed to inspire Joey to pull up and sink that one.
Oh, yeah, Joey's a heck of a shooter, as most all of us know. I think he pump faked, Muscala went by, and he ended up knocking down the shot. Joey made a lot of tough shots today that really allowed us to get back in the game, and I think Levi's shot to go ahead was huge as well.
Tremendous numbers from the guy who has the best field goal percentage in the Patriot League at a guard position, which, as Gary mentioned, is quite phenomenal. 5 field goals today, 7 free throws, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 17 points total. Congratulations also on being the leader in steals and assist-to-turnover ratio in the Patriot League. Great job.
Thank you very much. Love you, Mom.
All right, Tony Johnson, who's had a good support here from the Sacramento-Folsom area for this contest. Now back to you guys.
All right, Dan Mowdy, thank you very much, and congratulations to Tony on that game-winning shot. I don't think you'll mind if we relive the highlights. Here's John Leo.
Yeah, Gary, and there were certainly plenty on both sides. Cameron Ayers was just a monster in the second half. There you see him going to the basket. There you see him knocking down a three. Mike Muscala kind of went quiet. That was Bryson, and then Ayers again. They kick it out to him off an offensive rebound from Willman. Bucknell wouldn't go away. Lafayette gave him their best shot. Again, Cameron Ayers just making every big shot down the stretch. And then Mike Muscala, watch the spin move. Boy, he was alone, but he was relatively quiet in the second half. Look at the bounce pass from Bryson Johnson, the flush by Muscala, and then a follow by Muscala. He only had 8 in the second half. In the end, it was Lafayette's forte. Their outside shooting. Joey Tazinski got it going. Seth Hinrichs, it became contagious. He knocked one down. This was a two-pointer, a long two by Joey Tazinski. But right here, Levi Geese gets into the act, and you got the sense there's a little transition. You got a sense the play started coming alive. There's a terrific left-handed finish by Tony Johnson. Bryce Scott answered a Cameron Ayers three with that one. The dribble drive, the mid-range jump shot by Levi. Lafayette really hanging around, and you could just see their confidence growing. Joey Tazinski with a huge second half. Tony Johnson was doing this all game long, driving off the bounce, doing a terrific job. And here it is, no timeout, 10 seconds left, a little shake and bake, the step back, the soft deuce from Tony Johnson. And you gotta love any player of the game who finishes the broadcast with saying, "I love you, Mom."
You're absolutely correct. I could watch that play about 20 times over and over. This is how it shook out. The 62 Bucknell points on 21 field goals. Let me correct that, 23 field goals. They had 6 3-pointers. They were 10 for 15 from the foul line. They were led by Mike Muscala, 29 points and 15 rebounds, but he only had 8 points and 5 rebounds in the second half. And there you see the 20 points by Cameron Ayers, 17 of those in the second half. For Lafayette, there's 63 points on 18 field goals. They had 6 3-pointers, 21 for 26 from the foul line. And you see their double-figure scorers. Hinrichs 20, Johnson 17, and Joey Tazinski with 14 points. A game that saw 4 ties and 8 lead changes. The Lafayette Leopards now raise their record to 13-24. More importantly, 6-4 in the Patriot League to help solidify that number 3 spot. Bucknell loses, goes to 8-2, but nothing changes. Lehigh loses to Colgate. They too 8-2. So if Bucknell beats Lehigh on Monday, they probably are going to win the Patriot League regular season. If Lehigh wins, they'll win the regular season because they would have the tiebreaker. And it's certainly an interesting league, as it always is. We will be back on Wednesday night when the ladies take on Holy Cross. That ball game will tip it off at 7:05. We'll tip it off at 7 o'clock. What a great Saturday afternoon at the Kirby Sports Center. For John Leone, Dan Mowdy, Rick Gio, and the RCN television team, we know you enjoyed it if you stayed with us. For all of us, I'm Gary Laubach. Goodbye, everybody.